friends, and today I'll be doing a review on the American Tier 8 light tank, the first of its kind, the T49, which is a Sheridan knockoff with a 152mm gun slash launcher. Um, in real life, it actually did fire ATGMs, but this is Blitz. So what I have is I've got the T49, the Spa-Panzer RU-251, and the T54 lightweight, the three non-premium Tier 8 light tanks in the game, and oh yes, that switches him out. So the T49 has the largest caliber at 152 compared to 90 and 100mm for the RU and the 54 lightweight. It's got, with heat, 2493 DPM, which is better than the 54 lightweight, but worse than the RU-251. The RU-251 has a really nice rate of fire, but I mean, it has disadvantages. So penetration, 152 with heat, 180 on the RU, and 175 on the 54 lightweight. That, however, changes when you switch to AG on these tanks. The DPM numbers are instantly skewed in the T49's favor, with almost 3,500 damage per minute compared to 3,300, less than 3,000. Penetration is 85mm with HE. The RU is incredible HE pen at 102, and the lightweight's mediocre. Alpha is 780, and unlike normal 150s, 152s, this thing does not have 960 with HE and 640 with heat. It has 560 and 780. Then rate of fire, it has 4.45 rounds per second, which this is just with a rammer, nothing else. So you can actually get it down to 13.5. Yeah, that's what it says right here. So 13.48 second reload, which is really long compared to the other two, but they have lower calibers. This is a derp tank. Shell velocity is not good at all with HE, and it doesn't change with heat, so it's got really bad shell velocity, so you have to give extra lead. The RU-251's heat actually has more shell velocity than the lightweight. It's APCR, which is a bit surprising to me, but yeah. Now we move on to aim time. It's because it has this massive gun, of course it's going to have bad aim time, 2.63 seconds compared to 1.73 or 1.99. RU has a lightning fast aim time. Dispersion, of course, is going to be awful, 0.45 compared to 0.32 or 0.33. And then on movement, dispersion is once again the worst, 0.16 compared to 0.12 on the other two. This depression, this thing has 10 degrees over all around. It doesn't have any interesting spots that reduce that. 20 degrees of elevation compared to the RU-251 having 10 degrees of gun depression, but the headlights on the front of the RU-251 reduce your gun depression by, I believe, 2 degrees. So there's that. 18 degrees of elevation, and then the lightweight has no depression. Top speed. The RU-251 is the fastest tank in the game, has an 80km/h top speed compared to 72 on the T49, which is amazing, and only 69 on the T54 lightweight. The T49 has 24km reverse speed, a 605 horsepower engine, which is the lowest in class. The lightweight has a massive engine of 770 horsepower, but it weighs a good 8 tons more. So, power weight ratio on the T49 is actually slightly worse than the RU-251, and of course it's better than the 54 lightweight at 27.21 compared to 27.47, which is a 1% difference. And then effective horsepower per ton on hard terrain is 34 compared to 34.3. Soft terrain is 27.2, which here is the interesting thing. The 54 lightweight actually has better ground resistance, effective horsepower per ton, and it's got the worst horsepower per ton. So that's an interesting little thing. The T49 has the worst in class effective horsepower per ton, which means it accelerates slower than the other ones. Terrain resistances are actually also the worst in class, which kind of surprised me, so that explains why the horsepower per ton effectively is worse. And then you have no mod reverse, I don't know what that is, but it's the worst. Credit coefficient, we don't know the numbers, but the 54 lightweight is really bad at making credits. RU's, it got a 16% increase in credit profitability about 4 or 5 patches ago, so that's no much longer, like 6 months ago. So it's gone up. View range, RU251 has the best view range, which I mean it's fast, it's got view range, it's got health. The T49 has the lowest health out of all of them, 1200 compared to 1250 and 1300, and it weighs 3 tons less than the RU251, and it weighs 8.1 tons less than the 54 lightweight. Hull armor, it has no hull armor. It actually almost has worse hull armor than the RU251. The RU251 is 25, 20, and 8. This thing is 25, 25, 19. The lightweight actually has good armor with 80, 60, 45. The lightweight it's a T54 lightweight, and it weighs like 5 tons less than that. Turret armor is better on the front than the RU251, but it's worse on the sides. It's 38, 16, 16 compared to 20, 20, 20, and 160, 120, and 60. And then you got this relative win rates are all skewed because only 1,200 players have got the T49 compared to 7,600 with the RU and 5,200 with the lightweight. But yeah, that's its stats. Let's move on. Let's go for some battles. Since HE on this tank is technically premium ammo, you do not make credits at all, ever. All right, so we are top tier on Dead Rail, very much top tier. They have a Borsig, which is a very soft target. This thing it seems to have an insane blast radius, which is why it damages so many modules compared to Borsig's HE or something like that. The upsides to using a Derp cannon like this is you always do damage if you're firing HE. Always do damage, unless, of course, you hit an external module, such as a gun. You hit the end of a barrel of gun, not close to the mantlet, and it won't do damage. You know, you'll destroy the gun, but it won't do damage. So you can see that this thing is fast. Wow, why am I talking so fast? Let's slow it down here, okay? So you can see that I'm up here pretty far. I'm just gonna poke. Nothing spotted, which kind of surprises me. I would expect somebody to be over here. I do have almost all of the necessary equipment unlocked. I do not have vertical stabilizers on this thing yet. So firing on the move is a bit of a trick with this thing. None of them are over here. And if they are, I'm going to get murdered. The MRX on this thing is right under the lower glacis, which, you know, fancy sounding. So sometimes it's actually better to come out sideways on than straight on to opponents with big guns. T49s can MRX things like crazy. I would totally have an MRX compilation with the T49 if I didn't have to record all my gameplay live. Did I switch to heat? And yeah, So I just took like 500 damage. I'm not sure if that heat shell actually did damage or not. I'm hoping it did, but I'm doubtful. Our T20 prototype is all over here by himself. I'm expecting him to be flanked pretty soon because where are they? Where are they? Because 2 of them haven't spotted, but, well, 3 now. But where is the rest? Are the rest of them? Let's see. Still nobody spotted. This thing's V range, I believe, is with coated optics is like 270, 280, which is nothing impressive. So yeah, I mean, it can still play a scout, but it's not a fantastic scout. I got spotted there, so I just took a quick shot and backed up. No use staying there with an unspotted Borsig somewhere. Okay, so if I could see the side of this panther, I could wreck his face. That other. That's 300 alpha shooting the track of him, and I damaged Zamorak. Yeah, that's fun. That's why this tank is so much fun. I had decent stats in it, and then it just went places. I need to raise them to something actually decent. Hi. So yeah, that was once again like a 500 damage roll. Because this thing doesn't have 640 alpha, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So their tier 8s are still unspotted. Now I should be undetected. Um, Flanking. What? No way. I'm pretty sure they aren't flanking us, but maybe they are. There is the Helsing HO, which is a very nasty tank. And yes, that's a Ferdinand. Don't know where that shot went. Like I said, it's really inaccurate. I got spotted, he snapped a shot into me and everything. So this game has not been good for me, even though I'm an amazing matchmaking. So yeah, Ferdy's dead. I should be unspotted, and I am. Helsing is blind as bat. Borsig may spot me here. Borsig just fired though. And that's a high roll. Unless I didn't one-shot him. If I did one-shot him, that'd be amazing though. Now I'm unspotted once more. Yep, one Helsing, he's on 700 health, and he just killed another person. Borsig's not happy. Yep, I burned him. He's on 2 health, and Panther got him. They'll be nerfed. No, this tank doesn't need nerfing. It's got bad penetration, bad accuracy, bad alpha damage, not great DPM. Nerfing isn't necessary. Oh, I actually made credits that game. I completed a mission. Yep, I got the mission, and that was I would have made 1,000 profit even if I hadn't. Okay, so I did 650 to him. Yeah, somebody else shot him. But look at the module damage. Then there's this guy did 500 to this guy. That was crazy. This guy actually did pen the heat into the side, and this guy I did with burning. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, second battle. Let's try to get some good battles in. I really do like this tank. I've not been playing it that much since I got it. Because I've just been grinding credits. I'm up to 12.5 million, 12.4 million, because I just am grinding credits. I don't know why I'm grinding credits. I'm just grinding credits, and I'll get there. My goal is 25 million, and then I'll probably spend it all in like an hour. That's kind of the way it goes. But I have to buy back some tanks and buy tanks to grind. Vroom vroom. Look at this tank. It's not really big. In fact, it's rather small. It's taller than a Type 62, but a lot of that Type 62 is a really low profile tank. It's only slightly taller though. It's also shorter. It's fatter, I think. The hull is taller. Um, it's faster, and it's just wrecks face. So let's see. They have one tank I can one shot easily. Oh, two tanks. Well, T49, I don't know if I can one shot him. I don't know where their team is. Once again, an enemy team doing something entirely irrational and unexpected and against the meta of this map. Wow. I would really not, I don't expect teams to do this at this tier that often, especially with the composition of their team. Aim. Yep. Oh, I love doing 1200 damage with one shot. It's amazing. And there's 800, so I've done over 1,000 damage. Yep, now I can run away and get unspotted. He's dead. So I've already had a pretty good game with my first 2 shots, dealing 2,000 damage. There's still tanks that are really soft out there, so here's to hoping. 284, but I tracked him, so I got around 600, over 600 assistance damage there, and he's dead. So now they're down by 3. I'm having ping spiking or something. I don't know. It's been happening a lot recently, and it's kind of annoying me. Oh, yeah, that was my bad driving. There's the IS-5, there's the T-34. Where are their tier 7s? Also known as tanks I can wreck so easily. That was a ping spike of nasty proportions. Hello. I went for the damage there because I can. I'm going to switch to heat and kill this guy. Took off half his health. He can now 2-shot me, 1-shot me. Please kill him. I mean, I'm just going to sit here and wait for him to poke this corner. $60 damage, and he's dead. So yeah, not a bad game. I did, what, 4 shots of damage, 3 with HE. Over 3,300? Yeah, over that. Yep, 3,755. I did make profit that game. High caliber, Confederate. Let's see, 1 into him. Yep, Amarak. 1 into him. Oh, I did shoot him. I forgot about him. Look at that, 1,000 assistance damage from almost just that one guy. Yep, that was a fun game. Let's try it again. Realized I played like 20 battles with this tank. Almost all of them with the health hit point buff, but I have not been using it. I've been using 5% extra armor on the T49. Okay, so now we are back on Dead Rail. We're bottom tier this time. We have Raider and Rebellion. They have nobody I recognize. I mean, we could still get wrecked, but yep. Okay, we have 4 mediums, 1 light tank, 1 heavy tank, 1 tank destroyer. They have 3 mediums, 1 light tank, 2 tank destroyers, 1 heavy tank. And I'm going to go right over here to spot. I believe that they're all going to go up the hill to my right, but the team's going left, so I'm going left. Spotting. There is a tier 8 heavy tank. I didn't get spotted in return, which means their light tank most likely isn't over here. But, you know, spotting damage is nice. Now I'm going to try to poke up here and put a shot into him. Track him, maybe? No. Don't be a noob. Sit in a place I can actually kill you at. Oh. Shot went low, but look at that. Damaged 4 modules, probably killed a couple crew members. I mean, it could have been better, but I'm lagging. Oh, wow. Talk about lag. Damaged an Emmerich, gun, tracks, probably killed a crew member or 2. He didn't manage to put the shot into me, though. You gotta conserve your health. In any light tank in the game, you've gotta conserve your health. Because otherwise you'll just fail to carry. Borsig isn't there. Where are the Borsigs? I mean, one was spotted, but there's still the other one out there somewhere. And that guy's dead. Speaking of Borsigs, there's the one I shot. No, he's a different one. Well, he's dead. Time to go scouting out a Borsig. Hey, Borsig. Stop lagging, please. Put that shot right into his tracks, but I mean, assistance damage is good. It just doesn't help my average damage. So I got a decent amount of assistance there. I'm freezing a lot, which is not good. It means I probably have to restart my phone. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the last battle. Right after the stream tonight, I had stuff come up that required my immediate attention, and it took a while. So I did lose credits 222 there. Only 1,000 damage Confederate metal. Wow. I got, yep, yeah, 2,400 assistance damage. OP. But yeah, if you enjoy what I do and enjoyed this video, because I certainly did, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. Now, I'm rushing this outro. I've rushed this entire video. I've been talking fast the entire time. So, with all that being said and done, and probably overstated, I'll have to say see y'all, have fun, stay safe, and bye.